Alright, guys, so I want to react to this today from Pat McAfee. There's going to be a Friday night game, and Friday football is here, which I'm excited about, right? Because another day of football is always a positive thing. Thing is, though, this is obviously part of the international game series. Now, I would say, big hater of the NFL going international just because of the fact of time zones and how that messes stuff up. Teams lose their bye weeks, or not bye weeks, they lose their home game. It's just a whole entire mess, right? But then I saw some people comment down below my videos and said, hey man, I'm from, I don't know, Germany, or I'm from London, or I'm from this country. And we love it, right? And this gives us a chance to actually be able to go to some of these games and enjoy some of these games. And after reading a lot of comments like that, I'm more accepting of the fact of it's happening, because I really didn't look at it in the angle of how much other fan bases from other countries are able to see and love the games. So I'm more okay with it. And now that we're getting a Friday game, this is going to get interesting. So the whole rundown of this is that the Eagles are playing the Cowboys. Now, the Eagles-Cowboys game to start off the season will be played in Brazil. It will be a Friday game played in Brazil. So, a little bit different, right? A little bit different. Now, the Eagles are going to be losing a home game because of this. So, that's another factor I said before that's going to be a problem is teams will start losing home games because of international games. So, for example, every year, every team gets 8 games where they're at home. Those home games pay for a crap ton of stuff. It brings money to the city. It brings tourism to the city. It obviously sells beer and other food stuff. It sells jerseys at their pro shops. It's a very big deal. And also, season ticket holders every single year, where I promise you right now, there's a lot of Eagles fans, season ticket holders, they aren't going to be able to go to one of these games because it's in Brazil. So there are factors that are still negative, other factors that are really positive. I like the fact we're getting Friday football because that's a really cool concept to me, just because it's another day of football. Now, real fast before I get into this video, I want to go ahead and tell you that I have to cover 1/3 of the screen. If you guys are new, it's because of the YouTube copyright bot. It goes crazy and takes down videos, and I'm trying to have this video up, okay? So, if you're wondering why I have this, covered 1/3, is for that said reason. But let's react to what McAfee has to say, and I'll kind of stop it throughout and kind of give my thoughts and opinions.
Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, Friday night of opening week. Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles lose a home game to Brazil, and it's the opening weekend or whatever. And we had learned about Brazil's fan base.
All right, so it says, first ever NFL game in South America, Brazil. See you soon. Yeah, and it's obviously going to be Friday night. Question is, though, what time are they going to make the game? So, let me just check this real fast. So, Brazil right now, their time period or time zone, and again, it depends on where you live. Like, for example, I'm on, let me see real fast. Alright, so the time I'm uploading this video, hang on, let me see something. Trying to see Cincinnati's time to Brazil time. Okay. So right now, it's 8:25 for me. Brazil time, I was trying to see if there's a direct comparison, but there's not really a direct comparison. It's 10:25. Okay, so it's 10:25 right now for Brazil. For me, it's 8:25. So they're 2 hours ahead of us. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not that bad. Like London and other countries across the water, those countries, time zones are crazy. It's 10 hours ahead or 8 hours ahead. I think Australia is a day ahead. It gets a little crazy. So 2 hours ahead is not that crazy. Because I know obviously we have PST, which is 3 hours behind us. Mountain Standard Time, which is an hour behind us. Yeah, so that's not that crazy, to be honest. Okay. Thought it was going to be a little bit crazier than that. Only 2 hours difference.
Through whenever we were working alongside DAZN. DAZN has the international NFL rights. And there were some countries that were very large into the NFL. Germany was one of them, obviously. I think Italy was another one. Spain, Canada, obviously. Mexico, huge. Brazil seemingly had a fan base for the NFL that was much larger than many of the other countries. So now they're taking a game there. How you doing? The NFL continuing to expand and evolve, Con Man. That was the biggest piece of information. Me and Michael Cole, before the show goes, last time Monday Night Raw. Me and Cole just talking. Kind of going through some stuff. Hey, this is who this person is. This is who this person is. This stuff happened. I'm like, thank you, Cole. Can't wait to get out there. Con Man, just like last week, whenever he heard Roger Goodell just took a home game away from the Philadelphia Eagles and sent it to Brazil. And it's happening Friday night opening week. Yeah. It is big news, though, because as they continue to expand and grow.
Yeah, I will say, and that's what's going to be my next question is Eagles fans. Eagles fans are not known for liking change. They're not known for accepting change. They're not known for being, willing to compromise, right? That's just not how Eagles fans are. They're very, crazy, psychopathic, they don't accept crap happening to them, especially not to their team. Not their team. So that's going to be the next question is, how are Eagles fans going to react to this? Because as McAfee said, they're losing a home game. They're losing a home game. And the whole thing about the Eagles is when you got the Eagles fans there, they were crazy at home. It's hard to play in Philadelphia. It's not easy to play in the Eagles' nest because of that said reason. And I understand the perspective that McAfee's kind of going into of like, well, the NFL now is getting more money. It's more wide fan bases. You're going to have obviously better competition because the more you expand out to these other countries, well, the more athletes from these countries are going to get into trying to join the NFL. So you're going to have now better NFL players, better competition, better TV stuff. And I know Goodell, I think it was either today or yesterday, he went on a spiel about the whole situation with, exclusive rights to different, playoff games to certain streaming services. And he actually, ironically enough, I think his interview about this was on Peacock. So it's ironically enough. But he went on a spiel about it, say, hey, no, we're going to keep doing that. Like, we want to have the idea of it only being exclusive rights. We want to sell as much exclusive rights as possible to these streaming services because it makes the NFL the most money. And they're going to keep doing that over and over and over and over again. And it's never going to change. It really isn't. And I'm not an Eagles fan, so I'm not really hurt by this decision that they're playing in Brazil. But I'll be honest, if they did that to our team, the Bengals, I would be somewhat irked. And again, like I said, it's nothing to do with a Brazil fan base or hurting Brazil fans in any way, but it is the factor of taking away a home game from us. Taking away a home game, having to travel, it's never easy. Things happen that normally might not happen. Certain teams play better, certain teams play worse. There's always different factors that go into every game. And, even playing at home or away is already a factor. Now you're talking about playing in another country. So it's a mess.
It's over generational stuff like Philadelphia fans have for a long time.
And Brazil is going to be such a great venue.
It's going to be ridiculous.
It's going to be nuts. All those people in Sao Paulo, it's going to be incredible.
Sao Paulo.
I, for one, am excited because it's a Friday night game. Like we've always talked about, hey, the NFL stays away from Friday night because Friday night lights in high school football. And obviously that is a real thing. But if we can see what the numbers would be on a Friday night NFL game abroad, and it's Philly, I do worry about Philadelphians in Brazil. I'm just going to put that out there now. I think they need to be on their P's and Q's. I think they need to be very, very careful, and they shouldn't be running their mouths. Because
what happened with that swimmer? Didn't he just make something up?
Ryan
Lochte, yeah.
The fake Rob.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And now they're getting to the whole outside subject. And I will say, yeah, when you start getting to these other countries, other than the obvious talking trash, but you do have to be very careful because every country has their own laws, their own rules, their own regulations, and not every single country is like America when it comes to the rules and laws they have. Assault, more than assault, not in every country is certain things illegal. or things, not common, okay? So you got to keep that in mind. And Eagles fans going to different countries would be interesting. But, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is, You either sit there and sigh about it and cry about it, or you just accept the fact that this is just the NFL nowadays. So, it's only 2 hours ahead of us, which I don't think is too bad of a situation. Yeah, it's not that bad of a situation. 2 hours ahead of us isn't too crazy. Yeah, it is what it is. So, Friday night games, I guess, is going to be a norm. Now, I'm going to guess that this is just the first Friday night game on week 1. We'll probably have a Friday night game like week 7 or 8, and then probably one like week 14 or 15. But, hey, man, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's going to be every single game. Every single day we're about to have football, which I'm actually all for, in all honesty. Peace out.